Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Live from Studio A in Houston, Texas, USA. It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, Mr. Clint Cox joins us with the Texas VW Drag Racing Association.
Right.
Man, I love that. Had a chance to drive the 2022 Toyota 4Runner. I'll give you my thoughts on it. We'll also have the cruise-in calendar, and later we'll have This Week in Auto History. It's just ahead on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, down there in the fuchsia shirt. Is it fuchsia? What? Isn't fuchsia green?
Fuchsia was like a pink or red.
I did too.
It looks pink to me.
Everything's pink to you.
Everything. Hey. We need more Jeff Zekin.
Yep.
Conrad's out today. Don Armstrong here. Glad you could join us. You know, in the third hour of our show, it does get a little weird.
Yeah. I was just in the In Wheel Time cafeteria putting some things in the fridge for
Later,
Yeah.
for our In Wheel Time Christmas luncheon.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks and courtesy to Mr. George Skelton. We thank you, George, for sending the Perini Ranch brisket that we are going to dive into.
Oh, yeah.
That ought to be we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. It's going to be
I
fun.
bought some special mustard, some special nice-looking rolls at HEB.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
some?
your special mustard or just special mustard?
It's my special mustard.
Okay.
My horseradish mustard.
Okay.
I like that mustard.
Remember?
The Texas VW Drag Racing Association. Clint Cox, good morning to you, sir.
Oh, can't hear him.
No, we can't. You need to unmute yourself, Clint, because I think that you're muted. Can you unmute? Because oh, here we go. I got you now. Say
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Good.
Yeah. So Clint Cox, VW, Texas VW Drag Racing Association. I told the story in the first hour of our show. Back in my day, which was a long, long time ago, because you can see the gray hair on my head, so it gives you an idea of how old I really am. When I first got into drag racing, I was in high school and went down to a place called Houston International Raceway. And it was on 45, the Gulf Freeway. There's a Walmart that sits there now. It's in Dickinson, or was in Dickinson. And we're standing along the fence right up there by the start line. And they were doing, I don't know, some match racing or whatever. And up comes this Volkswagen, a bug, a Beetle. And he pulls up, and we're all kind of going, no big deal.
That's not the typical response.
And he had this long stinger-looking thing out the back end of it, which was, I guess, the exhaust pipe from collective headers that he had on the thing. And, of course, pretty much the whole back end back there where the engine is located. Didn't have any back fenders on it. Didn't have a hood on it. Nothing. That was just the engine was back there exposed. He pulls up there and let me tell you something. He dumped the clutch on that thing when the light turned green. I have never in my entire life seen a Volkswagen go that fast, that quick down the track. He blew everybody away. I was blown away myself. I'm going, oh my God, that's no Volkswagen that I've ever been in before.
You should come out and watch them now since the technology has gotten so much better. They're a lot faster than they used to be.
Are they the same engine, same air-cooled four-cylinder?
So, yeah, they're still a boxer, like a flat four.
Right.
And now there's guys running fuel injection and turbos and nitrous and all kinds of stuff.
I love it.
We've got guys running, in the mid 5-second eighth mile.
A mid 5-second eighth mile. So is it mainly eighth mile stuff?
So we do eighth mile. There's a lot of guys on the East Coast and West Coast. They do some quarter mile stuff, but we mostly do eighth mile here.
Well, you must know John Rawson. He's got the Super Beetle in his showroom.
Yeah, Super Beetle. That I didn't even know there was such a thing as a Super Beetle, but he was explaining to us basically it's a front suspension change from Volkswagen. I guess, 1970 or something?
Yeah, something
somewhere
like that,
in there. You probably know.
71.
There you go.
Pretty car.
So what kind of car, what Volkswagen do you have?
So I have a 1960. It's actually a European model, so it has the semaphores. The turn signals are in the doorposts.
Oh, yeah.
And then me and my buddy Chris, who's here with me listening, we just built a 2110 cc turbo, a blow-through turbo engine for it, and that's the transmission right here behind me. And well, there's the floor pan, and then the body I just picked up from getting some metal work done. It's on the trailer outside. So.
Now, on the 60, you said do you race that, or is that like a daily driver?
So actually, it's a funny story. I got that car. It was willed to me from a guy who was the original owner. We became friends, and he passed away from cancer. And he willed that car to me, and it was pretty well all original. And I tried to drive it like that, but it's just 36 horsepower doesn't do it for me. So we tore it down, built a bigger motor, built the transmission, did the floor pan, made it run and drive good, and then I left the body all original. So when I had some metal work done, I had it made to where we could do the drag race stuff with it, but still keep the original look. So I'm running bumpers and blinkers and all the stuff, and the original deck, everything's there. So it's kind of got that sleeper look, but it's going to run pretty good now.
I love it. Did in the Volkswagen family, the Bug family, and I guess we're just going to confine it to that, were there different size engines available?
Yeah, so when they, as they go through the years, they obviously got the displacement got larger. So they started out with like a 25 horsepower engine in the 50s, 40s, 50s, and then it went to 36 horsepower up until 60. And then they went to 40 horsepower in 61. And so they just progressively got a little bit larger. But from the bus to the Gia to the Thing to the Bug, they all kept the exact same engine, basically.
Yeah. And I assume since billions of those things were made, parts are not a problem to get.
No, and now there's such a big aftermarket market for the all the performance parts, and then you can buy all the body panels and windows and window rub. I mean, you can get everything. It's just now, just like anything, you have the wait time for supply, but it's available.
Now, do you have anybody in your drag racing association that has one of those 32 window buses?
I was thinking the same thing.
23 window.
23, whatever, 100 window.
I'm sure there's somebody I know there's a couple guys that drag race with us that have some of those buses, but they don't race them.
No, because they're worth too much money.
Right,
You wouldn't want to tear something up on that because they're so rare.
And I saw something online.
Right.
The new version of the bus, the Volkswagen bus, looks kind of cool.
Have you seen the new Volkswagen bus? I don't think that it's out yet, but have you seen it?
No, it's not out yet, but I think they're doing like an electric version.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks pretty neat. I know we have some friends down in Austin. They have a YouTube channel, and they met up with the people from Volkswagen, and they got to go ride around in it, and they shot a video on it and stuff. Looks pretty neat.
It does. It's just smacks of having some sort of conversion done.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I was
not.
thinking.
It's not for me because you can't get grease under your fingernails and yell and fight and slam doors whenever your carburetors don't work right.
That's right. No, you'd be fighting over dielectric grease.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I am thrilled to talk to you. So, do you guys race? Obviously, are you with IHRA, NHRA? Who is the organizing bunch that organizes your particular bunch of people?
Me. I do pretty much everything. So I have a relationship with some IHRA tracks. I'm good friends with Galen Smith at XRP. And so we race there a lot, and we race at Little River. Some of the guys go down, they do a lot of testing down at Houston Motorsports Park. We have a lot of guys from the Houston area. And now we're going to start running at, what do they call that track now? It just got bought out. It was Red Line and then I-30 and Poseidon Dragway is up in Caddo Mills. So we're going to start racing there too, I think. But basically our association, I just kind of do everything. I talk to the track. They let me, they give me a date and we just go out there and I don't ask them for anything but a racetrack. We do all our own entry fee and payout and tech, and I have my own set of rules, and so we just kind of do it. It's mostly for fun, but it gets pretty competitive.
Did you skew the rules to the point where now you can win every single race yourself?
So when we started, I won the first few races, but we had been going to the racetrack a lot. The drag racing for Volkswagens had kind of died out except for the Pro Stocks. They still ran some. But for everybody else, it kind of died out for 15 or so years. So when I got my car built, me and my buddies, we were going to the racetrack and just taking turns driving it. And so I had a lot of seat time and uncomfortability on the tree and all that. And so when we got out there, I won the first several races, and they were starting to think it was rigged. But once everybody started figuring it out, it's much more competitive now.
Is that particular car that you run, is it strictly a drag car?
No, I drive it to work. I take the kids to baseball practice. And
I love it.
It's a street car. So we were running 2 classes. Now we added one. So it's mostly bracket racing. So we have what we call a street class and then a pro class. And the street class is mainly, your daily driver stuff, street tires, no slicks, no wheelie bars, that kind of stuff. And then your pro class, slicks, wheelie bars, pretty much anything goes. But we don't run delay boxes and that kind of stuff. So you're still running bottom bulb. And then this year we're adding like an 8.0 index class for all the middle ground cars to run a little heads up stuff. And then we have at our big races, we have an outlaw class. So pretty much run what you brung as long as it's Volkswagen powered. And we also have the Pro Stocks, which is a pounds per cubic inch naturally aspirated heads up class.
Do you have any dragsters?
We've had dragsters. They're pretty rare. We had one a couple years back come out and race from California, and then there was a local guy who bought one and ran it for a couple races. But he, unfortunately, I believe it was last month, just passed away.
Oh, wow.
So maybe somebody local buy that car and it'll be back out with us. But but yeah, so pretty much we set the rules so easily that if you have a car that's Volkswagen powered, you can come run with it.
So in other words, if I had a Myers-Manx clone and it had a Volkswagen engine in it, then by golly, I could race.
Absolutely. If it had a roll bar and you wear an arm restraint, you're in.
One arm restraint.
Arm restraint, sure.
You had mentioned that on the internet. I think I've seen Volkswagens with a big front engine blower on it, massive slicks and all that. Do they still run those? I've seen them.
So there's guys out there that have Volkswagen bodied cars that run a V8 in the front.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
And so sometimes when we have our bigger races, some of those guys will come out and maybe enter in the car show, or they'll buy a tech card and we'll let them run kind of during the test and tune, or they'll set up a grudge race with one of the outlaw Volkswagens.
Now, are people that have these Volkswagen engines, are they still fiddling with exhausts? Because all I can remember is that great big single stinger-looking thing coming out of the back. So,
oh yeah,
do you have that on any of your cars?
Yep. So, well, now I'm going turbo, so it's just kind of a turn down and wide open. But yeah, a lot. Probably, I would say 75% of the cars are running Stingers.
Do you have anything in the shop like that right now behind you?
Not with a Stinger, but my buddy Chris drove his car over. I'll show you. This is my floor pan that we're redoing right now, and the transmission. Yeah, I tried to keep all my stuff out of the view here, but this is my buddy Chris's. So it's a 61 ragtop car, and it's a 2332. It's CB Performance sells most of the parts. It's an aluminum aftermarket case, 48 IDA Webers, but then it's just, bare bones street car. It's I'm trying to see if I can see what I'm showing you here.
So what does that do in the eighth?
It's got a racing seat and a roll bar, and then just basic minimal whatever you need to drive it on the street, And then here's my wow, it's really bright. Sorry. I'll go to the other side. This is my street car.
There you go.
That we're doing.
What years were the small rear windows?
So they started building the Volkswagen early mid 40s. So up until 53, they had what is called a split window. So it's an oval, but it's got the bar in the middle.
Yep.
Right.
And then they built, so from 53 to 57 is when they had the smaller oval.
Yeah.
And then 58, they went to the rectangular.
Well, for
window.
whatever reason, I don't know. I like those small single pane glass rear windows, those ovals back there.
Small.
Yeah, they look really cool. They're a pain in the butt to see out of when you're driving, but they look cool.
Clint, with all the cars and what you do, why Volkswagen?
We get asked that question a lot because I'll tell you, you can put a lot of money in a Volkswagen to run mid sevens in the 8th mile. I mean, it's almost disheartening how much money you spend to go that slow.
To go that
But
slow.
it's a passion. So the people are really cool. And outside of drag racing, there's a big Volkswagen scene with car shows and camp outs and cruises and swap meets and that kind of stuff. But I grew up around Volkswagens. My dad was into them, but never drag racing really. He was more into off-road stuff and then just, cruising around on the street and that kind of thing. But my brother has them, my dad has them, my uncle has them. It's just, my first car was a Volkswagen and it's just stuck with me.
Yeah, you were born
Can't
into
get
it.
away from it.
Yep.
Have you ever done any Myers-Manx conversions?
We've worked on them. We've worked on a couple. I've never owned one. That's one of the only cars I haven't owned.
Yeah. Well, I just learned recently that there was some work involved in getting the conversion, getting the body to fit on the chassis. And
right. You have to shorten the pan in order to fit those bodies.
Yes. And it was I don't know. I've always had this fascination about owning not necessarily an original one because now they're worth a fortune, but a clone. And
right.
I just thought that would be really neat. And
they're definitely going up in value. The original Myers-Manx and the clones are pretty valuable now.
Yeah, it's nuts. So when is your next event? Do you guys ever get together for car shows and stuff like that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of local car shows that happen, and we'll take our cars, and I try to promote, wherever we go. Just everybody around here already knows me and what we do, but I still, you might get that one guy who doesn't have Facebook or whatever. So we go out and we'll wave our flag on, on the trailer or whatever, and people ask questions, or we wear hats or shirts or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of local Volkswagen shows, and then there's we go just to the track. Yeah, just to the racetrack and talk to people who aren't really into Volkswagens, but are kind of, curious as to what we do. We actually had our last race was a 165 race, we called it. So we run these cars. There was no rules except it had to be Volkswagen powered and manually shifted, and it had to be on a 165/80 rear tire. So it's the factory 4-inch wide tire that came on them from Volkswagen on these cars that some of them have upwards of 400 horsepower trying to get down a racetrack. And it was interesting to say the least. The track owner loved it. The owner from Tulsa Motorsports Park, he was there. He loved it. And they were running pro mods and dragsters and all kinds of stuff it was live streamed on MAV TV. And, there was a lot of people. They've been watching pro mods and these fast cars all weekend. So when we got up there, the stands filled up, and the fences were full, and everybody was just, they didn't know what to think because these cars are skating down the track and coming. It was a sight to see for sure. It was a good time.
How much fun is that? Well, Clint, it's great to talk to you. Please stay in touch with us, will you?
Absolutely.
You guys going to show up at any kind of a drag strip or something? Shoot us an email and let us know, and we'll promote it on the show.
So
go ahead.
Before we leave, I was going to tell you, September 16th is our next really big event, and we're calling it Texas versus the World. So we've got guys coming from other countries, several states, both coasts, all over the country coming to try to beat us. And we've got like $30,000 in payout money that we're doing. And so it's going to be a really big drag race, car show, swap meet, the whole thing.
Where is it going to be held?
That's at Extreme Raceway Park in Ferris.
Okay, Ferris, Texas. All right. Was that up north, going to Dallas?
Yeah, so it's about 10 miles south of Dallas.
Yep, gotcha. All right.
So.
Well, Clint, again, thank you so much. Texas
Yes,
VW
sir.
Drag Racing Association. We'll put a link on our website and on our Facebook page. And we hope to talk to you again soon.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys reaching out.
Thank
bet.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Clint Cox.
How much fun is that?
I know. That is underscore fun.
It makes you want to go get one.
It does. Let's do this hour's car review. Had a chance to drive the 2022 Toyota 4Runner, and it comes in all of these different trim levels, and who was to know? The SR5 is the base line, the Trail Special Edition, the TRD Sport, the SR5 Premium, the TRD Off-Road, the TRD Off-Road Premium, the Limited, and the TRD Pro. I had the 4x4 TRD Sport, which is all new this year. That's why I got a chance to drive it. It's a standard SUV. You're familiar with the 4Runner, been out forever and ever and ever. 4 passengers and a driver. Exterior changes from last model year, all new in 2010. 2010, Jeffrey.
My son-in-law David has a 4Runner.
A 2010?
No.
Because that's when
No,
they came.
no,
this
not
body style
2010.
came out in 2010.
It's
This, sir, is
a little
20.
newer.
We're about to go to 2023, and
So
they haven't changed the body style.
Wayback Machine.
Square body, traditional, 12-year-old design. Chrome trim up front gives a more city look. Ours is the tougher version that didn't have any chrome up front. TRD Off-Road adds a skid plate look to the lower front valance panel. Traditional rear hatch. What I liked about it, the semi-traditional look. Because if you're into that sort of stuff, throwback, by golly, here you go.
Pretty basic.
What could use improvement? A refresh. That's what could use improvement. Interior, traditional interior design, does have a built-in touchscreen, so they did carve out a place in the dash for the actual touchscreen there. Upper trim levels get a goosed up look. I wrote that, goosed up.
It sounds good. I like it.
It's with a hyphen. No passive phone charger in this one. Phone storage, it doesn't. There's none. There's no place to put it. You have to use a cup holder. Like I said, it needs a little updating. Cargo trunk room, adequate and appropriate for the two rows of seating. Not so much with 3 rows, and you can get the 3rd row in there. I don't know why anybody would do such a thing, but go for it if you want to. What I liked, the optional roll-out floor tray in the storage area. Now, it takes up about 2 inches in height at the bottom of the cargo area, but you click a switch on the thing, and it's got a handle on it, and you pull all the stuff out. So if you got groceries way back and you don't want to reach, you just slide them out there. It's kind of cool. 4-liter V6 engine that cranks out 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. That has a 5-speed automatic transmission. 5-speed automatic transmission. Again, I think that we could go for a 6-speed or maybe an 8-speed or maybe even a 10-speed. It does need a refresh. It'll tow up to 1,700 pounds, which isn't a lot. So chances are you're not going to be able to tow that boat that with the in and out ski well and all that sort of thing. 16 miles per gallon in the city and 19 on the highway for a combined of 17. I got 16.5 miles per gallon over 337.4 miles. It's amazing to me that they still sell this vehicle in the volumes that they do. Apparently, everybody likes the look of it. It is old school. It's body-on-frame construction. And it looks okay. It's tired. The design is tired. It's 12 years old.
Well, it's Toyota. It's reliability.
If you look at the Bronco, the styling on the Bronco, a lot of that stuff's coming back, and they never went away.
But Mike, the design of this, okay, I got that. But there are so many other things. For instance, like the engine and the transmission combo.
Yes, I agree.
And it doesn't have.
It needs to be updated there.
It doesn't have the passive phone charger in it.
Fits a price point for people, and again, it's Toyota, so it's got reliability. Yeah.
The engine and transmission in this thing work well together. What could use improvement? Clearly, the fuel mileage. Ride and handling. This is an off-road capable SUV. That is, this particular one is four-wheel drive, so it rides a little bit rougher than you would say your typical crossover vehicle, but I will say that it doesn't beat you to death. They made a nice combination there. Body-on-frame construction. Compared to newer off-roaders, it's pretty much head-to-head in that category. Base trim price, $42,025.
There you go.
Prices tested, $47,959. The base model price, you just want to get into a Toyota 4Runner, $38,105. Now here's the competition. The Nissan Pathfinder, $42,440. The Subaru Ascent, $45,945. And the Land Rover Defender, I had to put that in there because it really does, if you look at it, it's kind of head-to-head. $54,000 for that Land Rover.
Wow.
And that Land Rover is going to cause you to pull your hair out.
Heartache and pain.
Dude, Land Rover Jaguar.
I actually saw one the other day.
I don't get it, but whatever. If you're into names, and if you want, I drive a Land Rover, okay, or a Jaguar, okay.
Hey, I've got special mustard.
You got special mustard too?
And I brought mayonnaise for you. Ugh, gross. But that's what you want. That's what you'll get.
Cool.
I did want to remind everyone that is listening to this program or watching online that the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show streams on iHeartRadio from the iHeartRadio app and Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. And, as you well know, 30-minute podcasts are available from your favorite podcast provider. Did I read that okay?
You did.
The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will continue right after this quick break.
Starting to work on your Christmas calendar? Be sure to add the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In Saturday, December 17th. You'll want to attend Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition at the Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. It's the only place cruisers compete for Loopy's Chili Pepper trophies and other prizes. There's no charge to enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, or Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest and most unique cruise-in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods. And get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos with adult beverages. There's no entry fee and cars will automatically compete for those much sought-after custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition, Saturday, December 17th. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate the Christmas season with friends and family at Tailpipes and Tacos. Saturday morning, December 17th, 8 to 11. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Want to take a minute to tell you about Gulf Coast Auto Shield, a Houston detail company like no other. Gulf Coast Auto Shield offers paint correction services that'll give your car, truck, or SUV a like-new shine. Afterwards, you'll want to protect it with a professionally installed nano-ceramic coating or protection film. Worried about your very expensive windshield getting damaged, broken, or cracked? Let Gulf Coast Auto Shield install Exo Shield, a windshield protection film. Give John Gray a call today or check out their website, gcautoshield.com. Hey, whether you own a new, ultra-expensive, exotic, or a 5-year-old Suburban, Gulf Coast Auto Shield will help keep your investment looking like the day it rolled off the assembly line. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is conveniently located on the South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of I-69, the Southwest Freeway. Meet the staff and check out all of their services online right now at gcautoshield.com. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeart Radio app and ask for In Wheel Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk Show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InWheelTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is free to you. From the iHeart Radio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Conrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeart Radio app, search for In Wheel Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite Car Talk team. In Wheel Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/In Wheel Time Car Talk. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.